What's up, guys? I am here playing some Videl and Jiren were just released today, and today I've been checking out Videl a little bit, and we're going to be doing a rundown of sort of all her moves, some basic ideas of what you should be trying to do with the character, and then at the end we'll talk about some basic combos. So, to start things off, let's talk about her special moves. First of all, she's got this sort of rush attack. It's similar to Android 17, where you can do one hit, you can do two hits, three, or then you can do all four, which ends in this little uppercut thing. And I know a lot of you are thinking like, oh, Android 17 has this and it sucks, so it's gonna suck for Videl too. But I think this seems a little bit better to me, just mostly as a combo tool. I'll explain a little bit later some of the things she can get off this, but this really does up her damage a lot. Plus you can use it in the air, and this is useful for meterless hard knockdowns or sliding knockdowns. She is really good at getting meterless sliding knockdowns. This is something you're going to notice. She's really one of the best characters in the game at getting these, it seems like, so I think her Oki seems really strong. And you have a couple different follow-ups you can do out of this. If you press medium, you'll do this sort of cross-up attack. So this can be good for, like, mixing the opponent up, you know. If you call an assist, you can combo off it pretty easily. So that's cool, and then if you press heavy, she'll do this throw. So this is a pretty good mix-up option, plus you can combo off this meterless, so that's cool as well, into that sliding knockdown. Man, that is so sick. She just always gets the sliding knockdown, which is really, really nice. So we'll talk about this throw thing. So this is a little bit weird. It only hits standing opponents. So if they're crouching, this is just never going to work. So this opens up a lot of interesting stuff because, you know, if the opponent is blocking, you know, a lot of stuff that you're doing, you know, if you're doing double overhead or whatever, and you have them conditioned to block that, instead you can just do one overhead into this, and it'll blow them up for it. Or, you know, you can just air dash in and then do this, and since they'll want to block standing because you're air dashing at them, you'll get them. So the light version does a sliding knockdown, which you can go into super off of. And the medium version, like I said, you can only really combo off this with a vanish, but you get that meterless sliding knockdown, which is so sick. It kind of makes up for the fact that you do have to use a meter to get the vanish to combo off it. And then the heavy version, just like off the Rekkas, you can combo off this meterless and go into the sliding knockdown. So pretty sick. So the mix-ups here are already starting to kind of become clear to me. Like, the second hit of her Rekka is an overhead. So if you're willing to burn a meter, you can totally catch them for blocking that high. Just get them with that, and then super dash to combo off it. So that's sick. Go to the other side and call an assist, and then you can air dash to keep them guessing off of that. Crazy, crazy stuff, guys. Like, really, I think her mix-up game does seem very, very strong. She seems well equipped to deal in a post-guard cancel world where she doesn't need you to, you know, sit here and block all this and then you call an assist and go for a mix-up. She doesn't need that at all. She can just do this. One hit into mix-up. You're not going to be able to react with guard cancel with that. So sick. So I'm liking her Rekka gameplay so far, as well as this interesting sort of air-to-ground throw. It seems pretty cool, but let's keep talking. She's got down plus attack for this little cross-up moonsault thing. So this again is good, like plus an assist. You can combo off it easily with an assist, or you can use that just as kind of a pressure starter. The medium version does kind of bounce them like this. You can still combo off this with an assist, but it's a little bit trickier. And I think the most consistent way to get a combo off this is just vanish, so that's fine. And then the heavy version, I believe, is just sort of the most tracking of all the versions. You can go decently far and still hit them with the heavy version and combo off it just like the others. So this is a decent mix-up tool. You can get down heavied. So, you know, if you're trying this too much, they'll just down heavy you. So be a little bit careful. Don't abuse this, but you can even do stuff like this, right? Like I was saying, where you have them trained to block high, so you can do the air command throw. Well, you can also do the air moonsault just to mix it up even further. So the mix-up options do seem very strong, and the ability to get, like I've harped on a million times, meterless sliding knockdown means she can just keep looping it whenever you wake up. So I'm really liking that aspect of her game plan, and I think that is kind of the main way you're going to be playing, is just try to get in, get a hit, and start up the mix-up game. But she does have some decent sort of mid-range options as well. Let's talk about her Ki Blast attacks. So, if you just press Ki Blast while you're standing, the Great Saiyaman will come out and punch. If you press it while you're crouching, he throws this little ball, and this ball is pretty sick actually. Very easy to chase behind it and combo. You can usually even get like a full launcher combo off this, so that's really handy. If you're jumping, the Saiyaman attacks are pretty good as well. You can confirm this really easily with a vanish, so just check, did Saiyaman hit? And if he did, go ahead and vanish. And if you press down plus Ki attack in the air, he'll kind of stomp on them. This attack is interesting because it tracks wherever they are. It can hit from full screen even, but you really can't do anything off it because it's not a sliding knockdown. You can't vanish to hit off it or anything like that, so this is mostly just for pestering them, I think, or maybe like making them block. If you have like a beam assist or something, make them block this, call the beam assist, and use that as a chance to get in. So I think these Saiyaman attacks are pretty strong. Pretty decent for zoning and sort of pestering the opponent, especially when combined with, you know, vanish to combo off it and stuff. That can be a good opportunity to get your offense started. Oh, and one more special move I almost forgot to talk about. She does have a Dragon Punch that's invincible. Oh my gosh. Quarter circle back plus the Ki Blast button, so there's only one version of it. There's not 3 different strengths like there are with someone like Vegeta Dragon Punch. But yeah, this is going to go through stuff. If the opponent is, you know, doing stuff to you, you can go through it. So that's pretty sick. And this will also work against guard cancels. So just Dragon Punch through it. So that is pretty darn sick. And of course, you know, you already know what I'm going to say. You know what you can go into off of this. Yeah, that's right. Meterless sliding knockdown. So yeah, pretty cool that they gave her this as well. And I think it's going to come in really handy, especially in sort of a post-guard cancel world where having that extra invincible option is really handy for dealing with stuff like that. So yeah. So next up, let's talk about her supers. She actually has 3 supers. One of them is just her regular super like this. You can see it launches them up in the air, and you can actually combo off this. So that's pretty cool. It is worth noting, you're not going to be able to get that meterless sliding knockdown off of this. You can see he just kind of bounces on the ground. So if you want to get a sliding knockdown in this situation, you usually are going to have to spend a meter. You can do the heavy version of this anti-air throw, and that will give you a nice sliding knockdown. Or in the corner, you can do this. Press air key into quarter circle back light, and that will combo in the corner. So you still do have some options to get the sliding knockdown after that super, so it seems like a decent way to just tack on damage to your existing combo. Her other level 1 super is actually a counter, so this is kind of interesting. You can counter basically anything with this, and then the Great Saiyaman comes out and he does this whole little spiel, and this isn't just for show. This will actually power up all your Saiyaman attacks for pretty much the rest of the round. So now these used to do 850, now they do 1,000, so that's pretty sweet. This will also increase the damage on her level 3, which we'll talk about in a second. And now any other time where you land this counter, he's not going to do the whole little spiel, but it does do a decent amount of damage. 2636 when he's powered up, and only 2318 when he's not powered up. So it's a decent buff to the damage to power this up. So it's something that you're generally going to want to land like once per round, I would say generally, because the damage adds up a decent amount, especially when you factor in her level 3. Speaking of, her level 3 is pretty sick. You can only do it on the ground, which is a downside, but it's very easy to combo into, you know, like most level 3s. And then the mix-up that you get off of this is like really, really good. This sets you up really nice to go for really good mix-ups, especially, you know, with everything she has in her kit. You can really make the opponent guess when they're getting up after they get hit by this, you know. So it does seem very good. I think you're going to be ending a lot of combos with this level 3 and then going for Oki, especially in the corner. And like I said, if the Great Saiyaman is powered up, it does a decent chunk more damage. You can see in training mode, it's worth noting you can go in here and turn him to power up. If you don't want to watch the little animation every time you want to test things with him powered up, you can just go in and turn that on, and you'll see that this will do a decent chunk more. Let's see how much it does. Yeah, 4387, a decent chunk more when he's powered up. So that's pretty nice. You know, I don't think this is like the best level 3 ever, but it's pretty strong, and I think you are going to be landing it a lot, especially because she doesn't really have a good combo ender level 1. This is like a good combo extender level 1. You want to do it early in the combo, though, so you can actually get a combo off it. If you end a combo with this, it's a little bit awkward because you just kind of send them flying away from you, and you can't combo off it. So, yeah, you cannot combo off it in that situation, so you're just kind of left feeling a little awkward, but that's the perfect time to do a level 3 if you have that instead. So let's talk about some basic combos. Obviously, she has pretty much the same B&B as everyone else. You can do this just fine. A little double jump combo there. So that's fine, but we can make it a little bit spicier here. One thing you can do is her forward plus heavy is this little 3-hit dealie. This is good for extending damage. You can see if you do it early on in a combo, it tacks on a lot of damage. And then you can go into her Rekkas. So what you can do here is forward heavy, Rekkas, cancel the 3rd hit of Rekkas into this super. There you go. Almost 50%, nice and easy. And in the corner, this is even better. Because you can get that sliding knockdown that I mentioned, that is meterless in the corner. And then if you really want, you can go into another level 1 or a level 3 or whatever. It's a big chunk of damage. So I would say generally her damage is not amazing because a lot of times you're going to be getting sort of awkward stray hits like this. You know, that doesn't lead into that much when you're going off of her canned mix-ups. But you know, if you do manage to get like a very clean mix-up on them, you get that raw 2M or whatever, you are going to be doing a big chunk because of this combo extension ability that she has with her level 1 super. So that's pretty cool. Overall, I would say I'm very much loving the character. I think she's really sick. She's definitely one of the more like diverse and complicated characters in the game. She's got a lot of different things she can do. Like the ability to air cancel into any of her specials is really crazy. You're going to be mixing people up like all day. And then her supers do seem very nice as well. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is you cannot counter a guard cancel with her counter level 1. I don't know what the deal is with this, but you can see like if the opponent guard cancels your Rekkas or whatever, it just doesn't hit. I don't know why this is, but it's a little bit annoying, but I guess they didn't want the counter to be too easy to land. They still wanted guard cancel to be somewhat useful against Videl. So in case you were hoping, you know, like, ooh, free answer to guard cancel, only 1 meter. Yeah, unfortunately, it does not quite work that way. I've tested this a bunch, and I've never gotten this counter to actually connect against guard cancel. So that's just something worth noting. But obviously, her level 3 will work, just like most characters. Go right into level 3. Although again, they are going to only take blue life off of this, so that is a downside. But you still get good Oki, so you can hopefully mix them up afterwards. So. Oh, and another thing I almost forgot is to talk about her assist. So her assist is just kind of the first hit of her Rekkas, and it seems really good, actually. To me, it's mostly like a slightly slower version of Bardock assist. It keeps them standing. It doesn't bounce them very high. You can like use it really easy for combo extensions. Even like mid-screen, it's really easy. Like, just juggle straight off of that. It's super good. So I do think her assist is very, very good for pressure and combo extension and all kinds of stuff. Like, it just seems like a very above average assist. So I look forward to that as well. Seems like she'll be fairly easy to fit on a team because her assist is so helpful. Yeah, that's about all I want to cover for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be doing lots more coverage of these new characters, including a Jiren video tomorrow and some footage from matches coming very soon. So keep an eye out, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.